left of last night behind. And I need to get some peace of mind. And when I need some peace of mind, I know where to find it. By the end of the road. So I walk and I keep on walking. Though the shoes I wear are a mess. As I walk, walk, walk and I keep on walking. Till I'm at the end of the road. I walk until my feet are hurting. And I need to keep on going further. 'Cause I can't keep my mind off things I'd be better off to leave behind. Gotta be careful not to get stuck. And so I walk and I keep on walking. Though the shoes I wear are a mess. As I walk, walk, walk and I keep on walking. Till I'm at the end of the road. I leave what's left of last night behind. And I need to get some peace of mind. And when I need some peace of mind, I know where to find it. By the end of the road. So I walk and I keep on walking. Though the shoes I wear are a mess. As I walk, walk, walk and I keep on walking. Though the shoes I wear are a mess. As I walk, walk, walk and I keep
in my head, rays around my waist, almost a bird. These mountain views and pink sunsets got me shitting skin. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. We all strive to be more. We all long for viva la vida. Around the corner I'll meet ya, a bit lighter and freer. I'm so happy to see ya. The air fills up my lungs and it tickles. Oh, what a joyful feeling.